I woke up with an urgency in a sense that I had to tell everybody about this. It switched on day 2, and I wanted to go find everybody who needed the blessing of It Works. On day 2, I became the hope broker, and my mindset went to, I want to be the answer to someone's prayer, because people out there in the world outside these walls, they need this, and we've got to go find them. So day 1, it was about me and my family. Day 2, it switched, and it became more about them than me.
And that's when our business really grows.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so it was more like day 183 for me. Glad it was day 2 for you.
I'm not red.
I was like all about how do I make the most money? And then I said, how do I show other people? But I appreciate you so much for having that really special heart. Okay, all right. So, one of the things we talked about is you really like to show people how to work the business, not just tell people. It's not about for you, hey team, do this. It's, I'm gonna show you what I'm doing and I hope you follow me because what I'm doing is working. So, why don't you talk about that?
And this goes for both your team and for your potential distributors and customers. You wanna show them what the business is doing for you or how to work the business. Again, both for team and potentials. Because if you just throw up on social media, join my team for $99, I have wraps in stock, $25 with a coupon. You know, if you're just throwing up salesy things, then again, that's about you and not them. So if you switch it around and you show them what this business is doing for your family, friendships, fun, and freedom, you know, post about the fun that you're having at Green Carpet or, you know, this whole weekend. Post about the little freedoms that you're getting from selling one wrap. You know, what did you do with that $25 wrap cash? A fast start bonus, you know, I was able to put $100 towards the debt, you know, or cutting up a credit card, you know, show people that. And then in person, the same thing. When you're out in the real world, drip on people and give them little, you know, tidbits of what this business is doing for you, even from the very beginning. You don't have to have this huge story when you first get started. Show them the little freedoms and how your life is changing every single day by being involved.
I know, I feel like a lot of people, especially when we get to the average income earning chart of the party pad, they'll say, but Ashley, I'm only a distributor. And I'm like, that doesn't matter. Every single one of us started at the distributor level, right? We don't go to ambassador day 2, you know? Mm-hmm. And so I think that being able to show people, even with $25, how your life is changing, that's where most people are at. So that's what we've got to show them. They can't fathom average income earning chart, you know, 6 figures a month yet. We got to get them making $25 off of a wrap. So I love that. Let's move down to Miss Jocelyn. Look at this hair. Can y'all give her a hand? This is fantastic. I love it. It's Miss Jocelyn from Utah. So Jocelyn, you built, do we have Utah people in the house? You more than Lubbock. Welcome. We're so glad you're here. So you built most of your business through social media, correct?
100%.
100% of your business through social media. I love that. So you came, but the cool thing about her story is that she built completely through social media, but she came into the business through...
I went to an expo and I entered into a free wrap drawing, and 2 weeks later I get a call and this lady says, hey, you didn't win a wrap, but you can still try one for $25. And so I did.
Y'all love that we can do that in our business? Call people and be like, you didn't win, but you can still pay me $25 for this product. Seriously, how crazy is our job that we're able to do that? You can still pay me even though you didn't win. So you come into this business through a wrap drawing and that you didn't win. And you said, you know what, Ashley, I just went out and collected LCs for like 9 months. And one of the things that happened in your business that was really cool was the Christmas cash, which how many of y'all, that was the most genius promotion ever. I love that Christmas cash bonus. But you came in, got LCs and really weren't focused on the steps to success, but you talked about how that Christmas cash got you focused on the steps to success and realizing that, hey, these are real, and if I work them, I could actually make money.
Yeah, when I first looked at the steps to success with the Christmas cash, it was you do the steps to success and you get this bonus. And I looked at that and I was like, no way I could do the steps to success. That's too hard, I can't do it. And I went to a training and Stephanie Dunn was there and she was like, well, why not? And it hit me like, you're right, why not? And I did it. And then I've just done it again and again and again. It really is that simple.
We want to complicate it, don't we?
We do.
Yes, and complicating it is only going to keep you from making money. So you gave me 3 tips that you like to give people when you're building on social media. So you guys get your pens out. This girl has built her business entirely, well, not your pens, your cell phones, right? So you built your business entirely on social media, 100%. So I know you've got a couple of great tips you want to give people. Why don't you start there?
Yep. The very first one is you need to be personal with people. The reason why people sign up with you is because they trust you. They watch you on social media and they trust you. So be yourself and be personal and show them who you are. My second tip is that if you're looking for loyal customers, you need to be posting at least 3 before and after pictures every single day, morning, noon, and night. And make sure you have a variety of different results pictures, because somebody's gonna look at that and they're like, oh my gosh, that's my belly, I wanna try it. And they'll tell you.
So, to interrupt,
morning,
I want to be clear. You post morning, noon, night, before and after, and results pictures, correct?
When I'm looking for loyal customers, yes.
When you're looking for loyal customers, okay. So you're doing morning, noon, night, and then what are you posting in the middle though? Because it's not just like belly picture, belly picture, belly picture, belly picture, right? I mean,
yes. I'm posting in between. I usually will do like a picture of my life, or I'll just do a lifestyle post, which is basically just me saying, this is what the business has blessed me to be able to do, and showing that this business can be incorporated into anybody's life.
Okay. And then, sorry to interrupt, third tip is post about your...
It's posting about your life. And that's what I was talking about before, like loyal customers, you can post before and afters for those, but what's gonna really help you with distributors is if you're posting about the blessings that this business will bring you.
I love it. Fantastic. Okay, so how do you launch a new distributor?
The very first thing I have them do is make sure that they can log into their eSuite and they go to the It Works view when they start the training. And the next thing I do after that is I say, here is a post, I want you to go put it on your social media. And then I say, if somebody contacts you and you don't know what to say, come ask me the same question and I'll tell you exactly what to say. Because when you first start, you don't know what to say, so make sure that you are being that resource for your new distributors.
I love it. Wonderful. All right, y'all help me thank Miss Jocelyn for her tips, please. Woo! And let's pass it down to Courtney here. Hi, Courtney. Hi. Sweet little precious thing that you are. Why don't you tell everybody your name, where you're from, and how old you are?
Hi, I'm Courtney Bohr. I'm from Martinsburg, Missouri, and I'm 20 years old.
20.
Wow.
She's 20. She's 20. She's giving tips from the top and she's 20. I just need that to sink in heavy.
Wow.
Just let it weigh on you for just a minute. I don't know what you were doing when you were 20. I was not sitting on a white couch when I was 20. Just want to make that point. What was it about It Works that appealed to you most?
So I found my enroller, Ashley Mirth, on Instagram, and I was like, this is crazy. This girl is working from social media and she's making money. And I was like, I could do this. You know, as a full-time college student, this would work perfectly around my schedule. So that's what I did. I just knew that there were so many different ways to work this too, and working it from my cell phone. Like, how many college students aren't on their cell phone as it is? So working from my cell phone would be perfect for me. And I mean, when I started, I had no idea what I was getting like myself into, and I just joined, and I took it a day at a time, and I ended up being able to quit my job and do It Works full time, and I could focus on my school more that way too.
That is fantastic. So you knew you could work this business from your cell phone, and I want to tell you, I have a girl that is on my Facebook page that is a college student, and I watch all of her stuff. She found me because of hair, skin, and nails, but we've stayed friends for over a year now on Facebook, and I watch all of her stuff. And I messaged her the other day, and I said, hey, I'm about to interview a 20-year-old that's making more than 20 grand a month. And I just thought maybe you might want to talk to me about the business side of this. You're in college. I mean, she told me no, but that's not the point. The point is that I had the courage to ask her because now I've met somebody. So those of us that are not 20 that want to reach out and say, hey, if you want to work with an old person like me, I would love to help you. Because I heard this 20-year-old talking. She said you could do it. So you're in school full time and you work this business completely from your cell phone, you told me.
I do, yes.
Which is insane, okay? So you're also from a small town.
Right.
Graduated with 27 people.
27 people.
Wow.
27 people.
Wow.
And what would you say to somebody who gives the excuse that I'm from a small town and I don't know anybody, and right? What do you say to them?
That's what I love about being able to do this through social media, is because it opens you up to millions of different people. And I have met like some of the most amazing people through this business, you know, that I would have never met, all through social media. And it's opening us up to so many different people. And, you know, at first I was kind of worried too, you know, if social media didn't work for me, I was like, you know, I don't think a lot of people would reach out to me that I know. You would be so surprised who will reach out to you, and I think it's just awesome that there's so many different ways, but social media is definitely awesome for reaching out to so many different people.
So what do you think is your best tip for building on the Instagram and the Facebook and the Twitter?
Definitely staying consistent is so important. You know, it took me 7 months to go diamond, and I worked it every single day, and I just took it a day at a time. But definitely consistency is key, because you have to build relationships with these people and show them, you know, your journey through pictures. So I think it's just so important to stay personal and, you know, to show them your life and what this is doing for you and how you incorporate this into your life every single day.
Exactly. So you told me, I love this, you told me that you made $29 your very first month. So what made you want to keep going when your first check is $29?
I was so excited about that $29 check. I was like, guys, I'm working from my couch or wherever, and I just made $29, and I think that was just awesome, because I'm like, this is from my cell phone. I mean, how cool is that?
Do y'all hear that? That's perspective. Like, that's the perspective we need to have. She's like, I made $29 working from my cell phone, and that's insane, because that's like 29 things from the Dollar General.
Right.
Yeah. That's a lot of things. You could buy all kinds of stuff for $29. These shoes I'm wearing were like $18, so you could have bought almost 2 pair of these if you wanted to. These might not be your style. These are more like if you were born in 81. Not maybe in 94, but just 1981, 1994. Okay. We didn't have iPhones in 94, we sure did not. So, all right, let's pass it down and talk to Kyler for just a minute. Woo! I'll give your fans a moment to shower the love. Yes. All right, Mr. Kyler, so you started in 2009, correct? You told me you were a loyal customer for like, I don't know, 18 years before that.
That's right.
Yes, yes.
Made the plunge in 09.
Yes, took the plunge in 09, and you know, really from the outside looking in, I think really all of us could agree when we look at your business, one of the greatest strengths that you have is that you truly care about people, you cultivate relationships, you truly know how to build a team and build people up. And I love watching that because I know that that's one of your greatest strengths. So we talked a lot about the difference between recruiting people and sponsoring people. And there's a very big difference, and a lot of people may not think about that, but sponsoring and recruiting are 2 totally different things. What would you say about that?
Well, I think it kind of stems from my yellow.
You're yellow?
I'm a little yellow that turned red. And I just want to... Yeah, I'm orange now. You know, before I say that, I want to just make sure you know that as you love your team, as you love people that come on your team, have your vision concretely rooted in your heart so that not a single hesitation by them can hold you back from your success. But that said, every person that comes on your team, you want to love them. You want to make them feel a part of our family. You want to make sure that they have belief, that they have a vision. You want to help them connect emotionally to why would you ever do a network marketing? Why would you get out of your comfort zone? Why would you tell people about that crazy rap? And You know, I just think sponsoring is about being a good friend. It's building a relationship. It's about it being more than business, but living life together.
Well, and you know, when we do that and people are very deeply connected to their why, we know they're a lot less likely to leave or to fade out of the business, you know, and a lot of people don't think about that. We've got to be tied emotionally. There's a reason why I'm a lifer, you know, and it's not just the paycheck. So I think whenever we can help people develop that, that's something you're really great at, Kyler. So why don't I get asked all the time, I signed up a new distributor, now what do I do? Do you guys have that question? Do you feel that way sometimes? I signed somebody up, I want to make sure I'm being the best sponsor possible, so what do you do, Kyler?
Well, it's all about launching, and I believe that your belief is going to be built through your action. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to launch on Facebook. You're going to launch in real life. You're going to invite people over to try that crazy wrap. I can't tell you what it's done for me and what it's done for my team to see over and over again the facial come off in 45 minutes, the tummy wrap come off in 45 minutes, a whole room that shows up skeptical and like, what did I show up to? And then they leave like, oh, oh.
I mean, there's truly no
Let me give you more money.
Yes. You didn't win, but you can still pay me.
You can still pay me. I know people in Nebraska that need this. I'm like, good, put it on the list. But yeah, I mean, getting it on people, knowing it works, getting their first 4 customers and 3 distributors and staying focused. We do make a list about, you know, between 30 or 50 people of people in mind for the business. We want to think about who could use extra money, who we think is really talented and not being able to really get their talent out there in the world. And anyone that we just want on an adventure with us. And when we reach out to people, my biggest tip is don't go there talking about what we are, go there asking for their time. So if I were to send a text, and let's say I were someone looking to stay at home with my children, I'd say, hey, I just started a new business venture that's gonna help me stay at home with my kids, have more time, more freedom. Do you have time this week? We've gotta sit down and chat. That's it.
I love that. So you told me it's not about the details, it's about asking for their time.
Just about the time. We're going to ask for 10 or 15 minutes, and we're going to take 30 or 45.
You sneaky.
Sorry, they want it.
That's all right. You know, one of the things that I try to tell people whenever I'm sponsoring a new person or that I'm thinking is, I want to help them get their first win. I feel like if we can help people get a win right from the beginning, whether it's that first loyal, whether it's that first before and after picture that's amazing, those are things that tie people to this business and kind of keep them grounded in this business. So I feel like we set them up for success by getting them those first 4 loyals very quickly. You know, the company's so smart. It's not just about the free product, is it? It's about giving them their first win and that first thing that makes them say, I can do this. It gives them their confidence, you know? I love that. All right, so let's move back over to Jocelyn really quick. Jocelyn, we're gonna just rapid fire questions. Is that okay? Maybe not that rapid, but what do you tell someone on your team who comes to you and says, I don't know how to get a distributor? Because they sound like that always, right? It doesn't sound any different than that in my mind than what I just said. I can't get a distributor. Like that. What do you say to them?
The first thing that I always make sure is that, like I said a little bit earlier, when I'm trying to get loyal customers, that's what I focus on. If you want to get distributors, you need to focus on that. It's a mind game, and if you're not in the game in your mind, you're not going to get them. So change your attitude right off the bat, or else you're not going to. And then after that, ask your upline, because obviously they did something right to sign you, right? And they know what they're doing, and they can give you the advice. They'll tell you how to talk to people that way. But the biggest thing is showing people how this business is blessing your life.
Absolutely. You know, what you think about, you bring about. And so whenever I know that I've had to have a certain number for a certain promotion, I've always been able to reach that goal because that's what I'm thinking about, that's what I'm putting out there in the universe, it's what I'm asking for, it's what I'm putting on social media. I'm reaching out. And I'll give you another tip. I have people that will say, you know, I can't find a distributor. First of all, we don't say can't. That's a rule. Anytime my girls say can't, I say you're a Sinclair. We don't say can't, okay? So you don't say, y'all are It Works people. You don't say can't. That's the very first thing. The second, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. But the second thing is what you are putting out there. How often are you doing it? And are you doing it enough? Because if you send out 2 messages and you get no response, well then maybe it's time to send out 12 messages. Maybe you'll get 1. Okay, now I'm gonna send out 24 because I want 2 responses. If this business is a numbers game and you look at it like that, then it becomes a lot more fun. How many people can I reach out to? If that one person said no, step aside, there's other people behind you, right? Even if it's an imaginary line of people in my head that are there, it's okay. I still pretend like they're there. So, Kim, what do you answer to people who ask you, how do I motivate my team? Don't you get asked that a lot? Kim, how do I motivate my team?
You can't.
Good, all right, move on. We're just pass it on. Okay. That's good, y'all get that? Just jot it down real quick.
You can't. We get asked, how do I motivate? How do I motivate my team? You can't motivate your team. The only thing you can do is inspire. And the way that you inspire is by showing them doing this yourself, showing them what's possible, working your steps to success. So if you are not bringing in those 4 loyal customers, those 3 distributors every month, then you're gonna see your team also not bringing in their loyal customers and distributors. So you can't motivate somebody because motivation is internal and you can't put that into somebody. You can only inspire them and show them what's possible and help them dream big and dream for their family. So, and the only way you can do that is by doing it yourself.
Okay, raise your hand if you decided to stay in this business because someone posted an awesome Oprah Winfrey quote on Instagram with a Valencia filter. Raise your hand. I really thought I'd see way more hands than that.
We post that.
Mind-boggling to me. Exactly, you guys. You don't stay in this business because of some quote that you read or something inspiring that you saw through Facebook. What you're doing is you're watching action, and as you watch that action happening, and then you follow that, and you're taking those action steps. That's what makes you stay in this business. That's what gives you the inspiration and the motivation to keep going, right? So, I really, really thought that would get a standing no, but that's all right. I'm going to move on. It's good. It's fine. I'm not one to beg. Not one to beg. No, it's getting embarrassing how much you guys are so supportive. So, Tyler, what is your #1 blitzing tip?
Okay, so when I'm all about relationships, I'm all about connecting. Everywhere I go, I'm intentionally saying, oh my gosh, hi, I like your shirt, I like this. Connecting with people, asking them about themselves, helping them know my name or asking them about their name, anything. And the second that we talk, I'm like, oh my gosh, we should so be friends on Facebook, like right now. Hold on. And they're looking at you almost like, wait, this is really happening? And then I pull up Facebook and I go to the search thing and I hand it over and they find themselves and I'm like, great. Well, have a great day. I dropped the mic.
That was not creepy at all.
But you follow up.
I love it.
You follow up. And you send them the Forbes article. If you Google Forbes, It Works Global, you'll find an excellent article. And I send that. I'm like, I just loved you. If you're ever looking for a business, you should check this out.
I love it. That is fantastically just awesome. Sarah taught me that tip. Sarah Rankin. And I was listening to a call that she did. Yes, I heard Sarah Rankin. And she told me that when she's out blitzing, she gives people her phone. You know, you've always got your phone on you, and she keeps it in her back pocket or her purse. And as she's having a really great conversation with someone, she pulls out her phone and she says, hey, let's connect on Facebook. Let's connect on Instagram. And I think that's such a good way because, like you said, as we're posting about our life and we're posting those belly pictures, they're following, they're watching all of that. So, Courtney, I would like to ask anybody that is between the ages of 18 and 22 to raise their hand. 18 and 22. Raise your hand. Courtney, can you see him? All right. Courtney, I want you to talk to all the people that just raised their hand. And what would you say to this group that might be using their age as an excuse to work the business?
I think just, taking the time to realize the opportunity that we have in front of us. At such a young age, we start accumulating debt. And, right out of high school, I felt like I started accumulating it like crazy. And this is giving us, a opportunity of a lifetime, I feel like. And it's going to let us, do things that most people our age is not, able to do. Last week, I went to talk to a financial advisor, and I set up a retirement fund. And
a retirement fund, and she's
insane. Looking into buying a house, and it's just stuff that I've never dreamed of doing at the age of 20. Like, it's just crazy that this is my life right now, and it's crazy that this is my job. Like, it's crazy that it can be this much fun and be a job.
You need to give Mark whatever advice you got, because I know financially he's maybe just wondering what to do. Maybe you could just pass that along to Mark. And I think he could maybe use some help there with investment properties and situations. He's having some trouble, I've heard. So, Kim, really, they're blinking, but we're not done. What is one pitfall that you try to help people avoid? I really want to get this across.
Recently, it's been comparison, and this can, when you start to compare yourself to other people, it can really halt your business. So what I really wanted to tell you guys today about this pitfall is keep your blinders on, stay focused, right? It doesn't matter if somebody else goes diamond in 2 days and you do it in 2 years. It doesn't matter. As long as you know in your heart that you have your why right here, you're working your steps, you're giving your best to this, then you're fine. It doesn't matter. The end result, the finish line is freedom. So don't look left or right. The reason that comparison is so dangerous is because it starts breeding fear and doubt in yourself. So you start finding, find yourself asking, what are they doing that I'm not? And it's nothing. We're all working the steps to success. We're all doing the same thing. Everybody's life is different. Everybody's different in a different situation. So you don't look left and right. You stay focused on your why and your goals, and as long as you know in your heart that you are working those steps and you're giving this your all, it doesn't matter how long it takes you to get to the end.
That's fantastic.
Freedom is there for you.
I love it. You can be, 14 and be a billionaire. And you can have 933 kids. You can weirdly just ask people to friend you on Facebook from your phone. You guys, anybody, we can all do this. So, will you guys please give this awesome panel a hand? Hey, thanks, y'all stood up. Oh, look at you. Sorry, I have to say one more thing. They're making me say it. So, how many of you guys are stinking loving the new gear?
Yes! Woo!
You guys took it to the next level. Thank you so much. This shirt, I put it on and I was like, it needs something. If it had a little more sparkle, maybe it would do it for me. I don't know. But here's the cool thing. Now is the time to get ready. I want y'all to focus your attention on the back. We are about to have the most awesome It Works apparel parade. So y'all turn around, take a look, and let's start the music.